Hi everyone, this is Liz, and today I have another very special guest. We have the internationally acclaimed musician Samed. He is originally from Egypt and currently working in the Emirates. And I am going to ask him to tell us a little bit about his background in music. I know he has studied extensively in Egypt and he had taught in the university as well. And currently he's working with the police orchestra in Abu Dhabi. So please, Summer, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Okay, I played as a professional musician for more than 20 years. Um, I studied in the music institution in Egypt. I teach it there for 5 years, um, and I have my diploma in the music. And I win the first place in Egypt in 1998. I come the first place um, in Egypt for playing Kanoun. That's it.
That's it. It's
And
too much.
I worked
You know,
and I worked for them for some some famous singers and belly dancers.
no. Well, thank you very much for joining us and for sharing this very precious information with us. It's very
Thank you.
rare to have the opportunity to learn from someone that's actually qualified to share this
Thank you.
information. So we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
Mm.
Thank you. So, first of all, I want to say that I'm very, very happy for this chance you're giving us to teach us. You help so much, so many times in questions that I send it to you, me and Liz. So this opportunity is to say to everyone that you are so kind. Not only a very famous musician and very important musician, respected by the Arabic society, musician society, but respect by us, because
Thank
we
you.
have so much to learn, and you are very kind and always helping us a lot. So
Uh,
shukran. Thank you so
Welcome.
much.
Welcome.
Thank you. So first of all, I want to say that there is a big, big confusion in everything. My first question for you: do you think music, Arabic music, is very different than Arabic dance? They are two separate things, or they are one together?
Okay. I think it's both are together. Um, for example, um, I am I am Egyptian, and when I moved here to Abu Dhabi, I had some problems in playing on the Khaliji tempo.
Yes.
So a famous singer here, I was recording a song with him. So he told me, okay, Samer, to understand our our tempo, you have to dance it.
Okay.
You have to dance it. So you will understand it and you will feel it. And it was really very true. When he teached me how to dance it, I played it. So this is say that the Arabic dance and يعني Arabic pop music are all together. You can separate them. You can separate them. I play, you express.
Yes.
That's it.
Thank you. This is fantastic. This is what me and Liz, we are all the time fighting with so many people just to understand that you have to study the music so you can learn from your heart how to dance better. And what you said is so important that you had to dance the Khaliji music so you can understand the feelings and you can play better. I understand very well. This is wonderful to hear this from a famous musician. It's very, very important. Thank you. Liz?
Okay, so I'm sure as Camila has been asking you a lot, there's a lot of confusion in the dance community between different terms in dance. And I know you helped a lot with us clarifying what is Tarab and classical music. We are actually going to annex that video as well and post with this interview so people can see the more detailed explanation. But can you tell us a little bit of how the term classical music applies to Arabic music, what's correct, what's not correct, and what does it actually mean when you say classical music in Arabic music?
Okay. There is two things you should understand about this. That يعني there is a big difference يعني between the classic and the tarab. The classic it's about the time. يعني when the يعني song is published 10 years or يعني 20 years or 30 years or 40 or 100 years. It's about the time, not about the type of the song or the يعني music. The word means the tarab means happy. When I tell you very good news, so you feel tarab. Yeah, tarab means very happy, very very happy. So why we call the يعني this type of يعني songs يعني why we call it the tarab song? Because the tarab come يعني from the good words and how good the composer express the words. So as a belly dancer, you can feel or understand the tarab song without understanding the words of the song and the يعني music and the notes. You have to understand the connection between them.
That's perfect. I know that you did a very nice video. I think today, right, Liz, it will be posted, the video you did for Ishtar Congress. Everybody is waiting for your video. We were a little bit late because we had some other videos to post it. But I think today, right, Liz?
Yes. And
yes.
If you're watching this interview, please check the video. I will leave the link below. Make sure you watch that because it will complement what we're talking about here.
Yes, perfect. This is really great because people are still very confused and what to believe because there is so many people now talking about different how you say meanings for the words, you know. So when you say something, let's say taksim, people think that taksim is just for one instrument. They don't know the meaning of so many words. So you help us a lot. And as we talk today, can you tell for us, please, what you think about ballady word, music ballady, or dance ballady, or singer ballady? This is true. There is a singer ballady.
It means the يعني بلدي word. You can say it about a food, about person, about song. A baladi person means a popular one, or easy guy that you can deal with him. Baladi food, like food. You know food.
Yes. And the khabz, the Aish ballady. So nice.
Yes,
The
yes.
bread.
So, يعني some people are confused about what is baladi and what is the shabi. Both are same things. It's only names.
Yes.
So when we talk about the taqasim baladi, it means the accordion only, or nai, not Kanoun, not violin. We can't play. Baladi, but the accordion is perfect for the baladies. يعني baladi in the taqsim, and we call it in Egypt Iskandrani. Tita 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 tita. We call this Iskandrani or baladi.
Yes.
Yeah, this is in the taqsim. In songs, all shabi songs is baladi.
Yes.
All shabi songs, like for for example, for Ahmad Adawiya, and and there is one song for him. He says يا بلدي يا ولا تارم يا ود انت. Yes.
Yeah.
So يعني شعبي
So what you
and
say when you do, let's say, a violin, you say you do solo, or solo accordion, solo Kanoun, anun. You can say you do solo in the middle of the music if you want to do something just with you. So we say solo,
yes, yes.
not the taksim, right?
Oh, the taqsim is improvising. No one
Yes.
knows يعني
What
what
is
I will
coming?
play.
Yes.
Yes, but when I play a solo in the middle of the song or in the start, it's already written.
Yes. Yes. I understand. This is good because for the girls who's watching, and so many people are watching you in this interview, they can clarify how we work with the orchestra, because the communication that we have when we are in the stage with the orchestra, you have to know how to communicate to musicians, otherwise they will not know what to do. So when we do prova, we can do like a music rehearsal. The prova is rehearsal. We can do the rehearsal, and then you can ask, okay, between this music and this, I want you to do a taksim, or I want you to have a solo in this part, so
One
people
more
can
thing.
understand.
Yes, but the belly dancer should make them feel that she understand, and she have the personality, and and she knows what she wants.
Of
When
course.
she, yes, so the musician can start to respect her, to
Exactly.
to work with her.
Yes.
They, yeah,
Especially
because
in Egypt.
I know musicians. I know them very well.
Yes, yes. But in Egypt, when you work in Egypt, especially in my time when I work, there is no foreigners. So I had to be prepared 5 years. 5 years I prepared before go to Egypt, to Masr. Why?
Yes.
Because I have to know how to communicate to musician, and I have like 45 musicians. I have to understand, and they were very surprised because you have to be prepared to go to Egypt. Egypt is not easy to work with the communication and to gain the respect, you know. But after
And you
that,
did.
it's wonderful.
You really did, because before when I started to play in يعني Cairo, I am not from Cairo. I am a village boy anyway. So when I started to play with a belly dancer, I heard your name so many times.
Thank you so
So
much.
many times. You have a very good يعني name in
I hope
Egypt.
you hear something good, not bad.
Yes, yes, of course, good. Camellia Brasileia is very good.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Thanks God, Liz. Imagine if he knows some gossips bad. Anyway,
But that's something very, very important and very rare that I think we should talk about is that Camellia has an excellent reputation between the musicians because she earned that respect. She earned the respect
Yes.
of the musicians and the Egyptian audience, and that is a very, very rare. So really, it's a very special place to be, and I heard from so many people, Camellia.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I think they were the biggest teachers I had in my life. The Egyptian musician, they always advise me, Kimo, don't do this, do that, let's do this here. Especially Hamis Henkesh,
Of course,
who
Hamis.
passed away long time ago. And I have so many important musicians in my, like Mustafa Hamidu, Dr. Gamal
Yes.
Salama, all them, they helped me a lot. So that's why I was like, you know, a sister, a daughter to them.
Of
So
course.
they protect me, you know. That was
Because
fantastic.
they love you and they respect you.
Yes.
You give them the feeling that I know, and I know what I want or what I need to make a good show or a good performance.
Yes. I make
So
them crazy too.
of course you have to.
I make them very crazy. Sometimes they say, "Ya madam, haram alayk, ya madam." They say like this, please, you know, you
Madam
are
Kifaya,
killing
madam.
us. You know, they get so crazy because you have to ask. But anyway, Liz, you have the next question. I'm sorry.
No, it's great information. Okay, so now a tough one. Street Shabi and Mahaganat. What, how does that fall into the larger Shabi nominations? We've been talking about before how Shabi is ballady, but once you get into the street Shabi and Mahaganat, it's a completely different direction, which is more influenced by hip hop and rap, more like Western influences. So how do you consider that within the Arabic music?
Okay, we have a serious problem about يعني, this kind of song, the maharaganat. So the يعني, problem is the words are very rude sometimes, very bad words, very, very bad. You can't imagine. يعني, but I think you have in the United States this kind of hip hop.
Yes, yes, it's the same thing. The lyrics are sometimes you have very bad words and really
Here in
words you will
Brazil
not
too.
say, and we
Here
don't
are
understand
people,
because it's Arabic.
about killing, about blood, about very
Drugs.
bad and
Yeah,
very rude things.
yeah.
Then the problem now about the يعني مهرجانات that you are as a belly dancer, you can't use song you don't understand the words and how unrespectable the words is. So you will make your uh, your audience very annoyed. So the Maharaganat is much different than Shabi. Uh, you can say يعني it's the very modern Shabi. Um, it doesn't take a very good singer. Anyone can يعني can sing Maharaganat. Uh, and in and it's very easy to make a Maharaganat song, so everyone can do it. We don't consider it as important art, uh, and the most of the musicians they don't respect it, and they don't listen to it. But we but I can يعني respect that some audience they like this kind of music, so we can give it to them but without the bad words or the يعني rude words. So all my advice about this issue that before you start to dance on a mahragan, you have to know the words that it's not very rude for your audience.
Yes, definitely. And you can see the music behind it. It's really very simple, mostly electronic. It's not as elaborate as we have on the other type of shabi and baladi that we've been talking about. So it's very
You
simple.
want yes. If you want to understand the يعني difference, there is a so you can look for any song for Ahmed Adawiya. You will find the musicians are a legendary ones.
Yes.
Hassan Abu Saud, he plays accordion. The يعني tabla player was very famous. The يعني brass يعني he was يعني Sami El-Babli, a
Yes,
huge
it's
name.
fantastic. Yes.
Yes. Uh, so they are playing يعني with a shabi singer, a baladi singer. When you see the mahragan, the composer or the يعني keyboard guy, he don't know the 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 notes of the scale. He don't know what is the scale. He knows
Yes.
some notes and he is playing them. So it's much different. Maharaganat, you don't have to dance on the Maharaganat because it's very different style. Um, um, but you have to dance the Sha'bi song.
Yes.
You don't have to dance on the Maharaganat, but you still have to dance on the Sha'bi song. Maharaganat, it's not very popular for يعني some people. That's
Yes,
it.
it's we have this discussion all the time, right, Camelia? Because as a dancer, it's much more interesting to dance in a more elaborate type of music, like shabi, baladi, tarab, whatever it may be. And to Maraganat, it's so repetitive and simple and redundant that you don't know what else to do because there's not much room for interpretation. But unfortunately, we are seeing today in Egypt that most of the venues and most of the dancers are almost exclusively dancing to this type of music because of the bars and the clubs. Um, Unfortunately, we have very few dancers that are still performing in a five-star hotel with an orchestra. Most of them are dancing at bars where people just go to party and have fun, and almost exclusively to this type of music, which is also why it became popular.
I have to say something about this, and please yani forgive me for what I will say. Okay, any belly dancer in Egypt, and she only dance or her program on the Maharagan, it means she lack of respect, she lacks of talent, she lacks of everything as a belly dancer. Because the the beauty of the belly dancing, the beauty of it that you express with your moves and the steps, you express the music and the word. And in Maharaganat, you don't have the word and you don't have any music. So what are you doing? So the most of the belly dancers in Egypt now, I will I will not say a specific nationality, but the most of them, all of them, they take the easy way. So I go up on the stage in a very, very, very open costume, and I start to dance on the mahragan, blah 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 blah. Get paid, bye bye. That's it.
Yes.
They don't give any respect for this art. They insult this art, and they make this art not uh, respectful like it used to be.
Yes. Yes.
So, as a belly dancer in Egypt, okay, if you will perform 5 songs, you can put one mahragan, but not the all five. So what is the belly dancing? If you watch some videos in Egypt for girls who dance the mahragan, Egyptian girls, you will find out it's not a belly dancing at all. And I will send Camelia some videos, and she will show you the normal girls in Egypt when they dance on the mahragan. It has nothing to do with the belly dance.
Yes.
We
I
have this
understand.
conversation almost every day, right, Camilla?
Yes.
We
Yes.
say we should have different types of names for different types of dancing because really,
Yes.
it's
We try, but they keep saying that they are belly dancers.
it's
It's
hard.
very sad.
Because it's such a controversial topic between the dancers, and unfortunately today with social media, we have the whole world watching these dancers and watching the Cairo scene. And because this is what everyone sees, they think this is the modern way, this is the modern style.
Yes.
And really, very few people really understand these points that Summer just brought up.
Yes.
Really, it's a completely different style that starts with the music, number one, because to me, dancing and music is it's one thing. You can't half of the beauty of the dance is the music, and
Yes.
the music is what inspires you to move. So um, it's a completely different art, if you want to call it.
Yes.
It's not art, by the way.
Right?
And
Yeah. So we call
and
it Oriental dance.
Not art. He said already it's not that, but it's true. It's correct to say that. Like my first question was special, and I did on purpose to ask about music, connection music with the dance, because people today, they separate. They think that there is no problem. I can just put a nice dress and just dance. And the other thing is, when we dance in Egypt before, Summer, I want to ask you this. People used to be very, let's say, for
Simple.
weddings, when we go to weddings, to Zafa, people were very careful who they choose. So was
Of course.
me and Dina and Lucy and Hendeya, and we still have a little bit of Mona Said sometimes. We have different dancers like Nani. And in that time, they were very picky who they would choose for the wedding, because they want somebody very classy, very covered, not to be very open. And they come to the show, they watch. Today I saw the weddings, and I see unbelievable movements and dancers that are very uh, how can I say, very sensual movements. And this is unacceptable for the families in Egypt. I want to ask you, what is happening today? Why people are uh, taking belly dancers like this, very sensual, to the weddings? It's very, when I watch, I feel sad. I don't know how to explain, but I'm sad.
Okay. Uh, when you were in Egypt, you said that they have to choose between you and Dina and Fifi for yeah,
Hendeya and Lucy and
and Lucy. So see, all the five names, including you, are amazing belly dancers. So now in Egypt, we only have Dina. That's it.
yeah, for the weddings. She stopped in Samiramis. Yeah.
Yes, they don't have so many choices. So now, when uh, when uh, when they do any agreement about the wedding, and when they start to talk about the belly dancer, just just to get us any belly dancer. So they go to the cheapest one for the price. Of course, she don't have a live band. That's why she is dancing on the mahraganat, because she don't know what is the music she should dance with or on. So the people in Egypt, they don't have any choice. You have Dina and you have Aziza. You have this girl called Sahar or Samra, something like this.
Yes, yes.
And
But they don't
يعني
do weddings anymore. These girls, they don't do
the
wedding. We just see the foreigners.
the foreigners, because they are very cheap and they don't have a live band, and all they care about that she get paid after all. So she think that that more naked she gets, and more dirty dance she do, she will make more money and more name. I don't want to be very rude for some names, but I can tell you some names in Egypt. They are now, they call them a star, but when I watch her as a musician, or as an Egyptian man who understands this art, I can say, and I will feel very good about this, that she is a shitty belly dancer.
Okay.
I can tell you names, but I don't want to do any problems. But yeah, I I think you know who I am talking about. Anyway, they they don't understand the beauty of the art of the belly dancing. They don't understand that it's very important for Egypt and for the Egyptian society that you give us our art in a respectful way.
Yes. Yes, because we
So,
respect so much your culture, your tradition, and we fight for this because when some people do it wrong, we fight
of
it.
course,
Myself and Liz, I am older than Liz, so I fight it all my life for this to be respectable and to honor the Egyptian tradition and all the music. And Liz also, she's an example in America. She's working as a cultural artist and taking art very seriously, you know.
your band in Egypt, when I see your old videos, you have you don't have a band, you have orchestra.
Yes,
Your band now, you can find it even with a famous singer, a
yes, all
superstar
of them,
singer.
yes. And Fidel Kamaya, they were working Fidel Kamaya.
Yes. So the problem about the belly dancing now, that the managers in Egypt, they choose a very bad quality. So if if I am a manager, and I need a belly dancer in my place, and I am talking about me as Samer, and I understand this art, I will choose the girl who can make me feel that she understands this art, and she is in love with this art. يعني the belly dancer, she don't only love the dancing. She should love the culture,
Yes,
because the belly dancing, it yeah it's not only the dance, it's the dance, it's the music, the word, the history, all of this
the
in
language.
belly dancing.
Yes,
Language, of
yes,
course.
of course.
This is a very, very good point that you brought up because what happened as belly dance became more and more popular with foreigners is that we have a lot of girls that like it just for the sport, for the exercise. They like doing impressive movements, but they don't really like the Arabic music. They don't really like, they're not interested in the culture. So, of course, it's impossible for them to have a connection with the music and to express the music, which is what you're supposed to do as an Oriental dancer. So it's almost like you watch them and they can do this impressive athletic movements, but when you turn on the sound, there's no connection at all.
Yes,
It's just a
I know what you
physical
mean.
exercise.
Yes, the
They
movement
are
is not connected to the music. Yeah.
Yes. uh, I remember, I was in some festival, and I should play with a belly dancer. She had a good name in the festival, but when we start to play, we will play يوم وليلة for Warda.
Yes.
So the the original song, they have a long music before the singer she
Yes. Yes.
started to sing. So the belly dancer, she asked us to cut this music, and it was very long argument between me and her, and it ends up that I told her I won't play like this. What you mean you want to cut this very beautiful piece of music? She don't understand. She don't want to listen and to feel the beauty of it. She 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 just want to go upstage and she do her moves. She don't care about the tabla, about the Kanoun, about anything.
Oh my
I,
God.
I am the star, and the people here they came to watch me. So you can hide anywhere. I don't care. Do whatever what you want, but I am the star. It can't work like this. No one is on the stage. No one is the star. The art is the star, not us or the belly dancer. No, we are performing art. We are all together. We are,
Totally.
yes, we are performing art. I am playing, you are dancing. The people feel the connection between us, so they do this. It's simple like this.
Yes. You have to be a connection. If not, if you have any problem with any musician or he's upset with you, 100% he will not play good in that night. So it's always important. I know this because 5 years with the same orchestra. And sometimes I
No,
have to come and say, hey, what's happening? Let's talk. And say, I don't like to play beside this guy, and I don't like because this guy left. There is so many things, but without the band, the belly dance, without the orchestra, the belly dance is nothing. We have to
of
have the
course,
connection is very strong, very, very
of
strong
course,
and very
of course.
beautiful time. This is very important what you said.
Yes.
So, yes, Liz, we have too much time or no?
I actually, it doesn't show me. Let me see. Yeah, I know you will cutting. You should be cutting soon because it only lets to go 40 minutes.
But always we stay more, no?
Yeah,
I don't know what's
yeah, I know.
happening.
I know. I feel like I've been more, but we'll keep going until it cuts.
Okay. So I have only one more question and then I give to Liz. Este Summer, I want you to tell us very important thing. Do you think is important for professional dancers to study and to study the music?
Of course. I mean, she is a part of the يعني, talent of the belly dancer that she can understand and feel the music. But this only is يعني, not enough. She have to يعني, study a little bit more. She
Yes,
have to she have to understand that we have in the in our يعني, music, in the Arabic يعني, music, we have scales. Every scale is a mood.
yes,
Uh, when I say okay, in the Holy Quran, we have Sheikh who is saying the Quran. They use the scales in our يعني, music. So if so يعني, some scales they they make you feel sad. Some scales they make you feel happy. So they have to study a little bit of يعني, music to understand the scales and
yes,
to feel it.
yes.
I
Because
don't. I
today,
think
yes,
she have to play oud or to play a
no,
violin
no,
or
I
يعني,
understand.
قانون.
Yes, yes,
No,
yes,
it's just to understand that we have scales, and every scale is a mood. It's a different mood.
yes. I ask you this question because today very famous belly dancers, foreigners. Okay, I'm not talking about Arabic belly dancers, foreigners. That they are famous. They think they don't need to study because they're already famous. So I fight all the time, and I'm pushing them. Hey, let's study. You have to study all the time because the time you give up study or you think you know everything is the time you don't know nothing. You know, that's how I think.
Exactly.
Yes.
As a musician, I am always doing this. If one day I feel that okay, I know everything, I played all the styles. Look at my CV. Look at my history. No, it's not about this.
Yes.
As long as I am alive, I have to study.
Yes.
I have to be updated with
Thank you.
the new things and the يعني, new styles in the music. That's about me as a musician, as a belly dancer, as a foreign belly dancer, and you are يعني, starting your career. You have a lot, a lot, so many things to understand and so many things to study. If you
Yes.
don't study, you will not move forward. I promise you this.
Yes, of course. No, for me, me and Liz, we are studying no Liz all the time. So, uh, and we are going keeping, study and hope we're gonna see you next year and Ishtar, so we can learn more from you. You're gonna be with us, and you're gonna play and teach all the girls and tell, "Shut up now, listen to me."
Yes,
Yes.
we need it because also we have a lot of Arabic teachers that really have no education or experience in music or dance, but because they are Egyptian or they are Arabic, they go to other countries and they teach something that it's really not their expertise. And one of the goals that Camila and I have is to bring Arabic masters that are actually qualified and have the right knowledge and the right information to share. So it's a difficult task, but again, we cannot thank you enough for sharing this information with us, for taking the time. And no, just for the people watching this interview, Sama is one of the Arabic masters that are always behind the information and research that Camille and I present to you. So again, thank you so much. It's
I
very, very
really,
precious.
I really enjoyed it, and I hope I told you enough because there is so many things, and you asked very important يعني, question. Every single يعني, question can take hours
Yes.
to talk to talk about it.
Yeah. So I hope
Thank
people
you so much.
realize by this little taste that we have a lot more to study and learn. So
Yes.
Yes,
this is just a sample.
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
exactly.
I can't thank you enough. Like Lee said, so kind of you to have time for us. I know you're very busy and you work a lot, and we took you from your Sunday rest time. So thank you so much. Shukran,
Welcome. Well,
Idilan, Kulekzo.
thank you.
We
Thank
just
you.
love the interview. It's really amazing, and your video will be soon
Inshallah.
posted, and we hope to see you very soon in Easter Congress, inshallah.
Inshallah. I will be honored. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you,
Thank
Camilla.
you. Bye bye.
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 Thanks. Bye bye.
Bye.